Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. Our class is all about getting up on your feet. I know there's a lot of you out there that love the standing exercises at the start, so I thought why not do a whole class standing? So that's what we're up to today. So come and join me on your mat. We're going to bring the feet hip distance apart, stand up nice and tall, take a deep breath in and pull that breath up from the toes, right the way up through the crown of the head and up towards the ceiling. And let that breath go. Just feel the shoulders drop down towards your back pockets. Let your arms hang heavy by your side. And again, breathing in through the nose. This time as you pull that breath up the body, think about that core connection, that internal lift of those deepest core muscles as we draw belly button to spine. Let that breath go, but keep that connection. And again, breathing in through the nose. Feel the ribs expanding out as you draw that breath in. And let that breath go out through the mouth. Okay, we're going to start with some roll downs. Breathing in, let the chin drop towards the chest. Feel that lovely stretch in the back of the neck across the tops of the shoulders. And as you exhale, just let the shoulders round. Let the weight of the head draw you forward. Coming down to the point that feels right for you. Breathing in at the bottom. And exhale, lifting from your center as you uncurl the spine. Taking the shoulders back and down as the head comes up. Standing tall. And again, breathing in, nod the head, chin to chest. Exhale, shoulders round. Moving through upper back, lifting those back ribs up. Scooping belly button to spine as you round forward. Doesn't matter how far down you come, you can bend your knees here if your hamstrings are tight. Breathing in at the bottom. Exhale as you journey back up. Just stacking the vertebra one at a time. And again, inhale. And exhale. Just let the breath guide you. Keeping the hips stacked over the heels. So we want to make sure we're not pushing those hips out behind us. And really notice whether you've got tension in those arms, those hands. You want to keep them just hanging by your side one more time. They just naturally move away from the body as you round forward. Exhaling as you come back up. Okay, let's take it down again. Exhale. So we're going to stay in our forward fold position here and just bend the knees, sitting the hips back and then straighten. So if I turn side on for you, imagine that there's a chair behind you that you want to send your hips back towards that chair and then tip the sit bones up towards the ceiling and let the chest fall towards the thighs. So you're deepening that stretch. Inhale and exhale. You can take hold behind the legs if you want to. 4 more. Or just let the arms hang. Feeling that length and stretch in the hamstrings as you tip those sit bones up. 1 more. And then from here, we're going to slowly roll back up again. Okay, let's take it down again. Breathing in, nod the head, chin to chest. Exhale, rounding forward, lifting those back ribs up as you fold forward. We're going to take 1 nice deep bend of the knees. Tip the sit bones up towards the ceiling. And then slide the hands up your shins, coming into that flat back extension. Press your tail out behind you. Send the crown of the head forward, lifting up through the center. And then we round forward, flexing the spine again and rolling up from there. We're going to do another 3 of those. Breathing in, nod the head. Breathing out, rounding forward. Breathing in, sink the hips. Breathing out, tip sit bones up. Breathing in, hands to shins. Breathing out as you lengthen out through the tail, out through the top of the head. Breathing in as you flex forward. Breathing out as you come up. Just working at your own pace. 2 more. Just let your breath guide the speed of the movement. Let's take 1 more. Gently rolling up from that last stretch. Good, feet are parallel. Let's bring the arms up. Exhale, float them down. And 1 more time, arms up. This time as you exhale, keep the arms by the ears and dive forward. So if your hands come to the floor, great. If they don't, you can rest your hands on your shins, whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm going to bend the right knee, left leg is straight. I'm going to rotate my torso to the left, reaching that left arm up. So you're drawing that left shoulder back, trying to stack the shoulders. You can look up or look down, whatever feels right for you. And slowly release. I'm going to do 3 more on this side. Exhale to open. Inhale to release. So stay nice and quiet through the hips. 2 more. Rotating through the waist. And just gently softening both knees as you roll up. Take the arms up. Exhale them down. And again, up. Arms by ears, dive forward. And I'm going to bend the left knee this time. Right arm, rotate to the right. And slowly release. 3 more this side. Exhale as you rotate. Inhale as you release. 2 more. Just softening both knees. And exhale as you journey back up. Good job. All right, keeping the feet parallel. You need to think about rotating your torso from the waist so the pelvis is staying facing forward. Imagine those hip bones like headlights shining towards your screen. Keep that with the hips, but turn from the waist. And then we're going to nod the head and round down. So I'm rounding down over my left leg. Keeping that direction over the left leg. I come through center towards the right and draw up over the right side. Coming back to center. Let's reverse it. So rotate torso to the right, hip bones stay facing forward. Rounding down over that right leg. Round through center, over the left, and up. And center. You got it. Let's go again to the left. Rounding down, keeping the hips over the heels, not pushing the hips back. Over to the right. Up. Back to center. And again, rotate right this time. Rounding down over that right leg. Keeping the knees soft. Through center. To the left. And up. And back. We're going to do one more each side. And turn. Rotate from the waist. Rounding down. Through center. To the right. Come back up. Center. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, coming back through center. We're going to keep the feet planted on the floor, but just draw your weight forward a little. And then take it back a little. Just bring yourself out of your comfort zone. Keep the body nice and long. So try not to hinge at the waist. Imagine you're attached to a board, a backboard, and you're just rocking forward, rocking back, and you'll feel that natural core connection kick in. And then come back into that space where you feel most central, most grounded. We'll take the arms. We're going to breathe in and take the arms up. And exhale, draw them down. And again, inhale up. Exhale down. I just lose the tops of my hands in this video, but you get the idea. Okay, we're going to add some heel raises this time. So double arm reach forward, double heel lift. Whoop. And lower. And two more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep the heels grounded. This time we open the arms out wide overhead. And release. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Keeping the core connected, keeping the spine long. Let's add those heel raises again as we take the arms out wide this time, lifting up and lowering. Two more. Pressing the top of the head straight up towards the ceiling. Last one. And just bring the hands onto the hips. So we're going to take some single knee raises, working on our balance here. Core is connected, making sure the pelvis is in a nice neutral position. Bringing the weight into one leg. And we're going to take a knee raise up. And then step it down. And change sides. Lift. And lower. So if you want to have something close by, a chair, or there's a wall or a radiator, feel free to have that to help if you're a little bit nervous about your balance. Good, and we're keeping the pelvis level. So as we bring the knee up in line with the hip, just make sure you don't hitch that hip up. We're going to keep nice length in the torso. Let's do one more like this. Oh. And we're going to add on. We're going to add on an opposite arm reach this time. So left knee comes up, right arm reaches. And lower. Switch sides. Right knee lifts, left arm reaches. Keep alternating. And take your time. There's going to be a temptation to get that foot slammed back down into the mat as quickly as possible. I feel it too, but resist. Take your time on the way back down. Okay, we've got one more each side of these. Take it back to the end of my mat. Now I've got a little challenge for you, so you can stay with that move. Otherwise, alternate knee raise and arm raise. And what about a little heel raise at the top? It's entirely up to you. So as we draw up, we press up to the ceiling and release. Just going to do one more of those each side. Lift. Oh, easier said than done. And lower, last one. Lift. Lower. Good job, just shake out the legs. And reposition, feet parallel. We're going to take the hands and bring them behind the head. So just take them up to the ceiling, lace the fingers, and then just bring your hands just behind your head. And make sure during this, this set of exercises that you're not pulling on your head or your neck. So you're not jutting your chin forward. So almost think about pressing your head back into your hands. Just feel the length in your neck. Elbows are in your peripheral vision. Nice strong brace to the abdominals. We're going to bring our weight into the right foot. Just come up onto the tiptoes of the left foot. And what we're going to do is contract the abdominals as we flex the spine. Bring the knee up, so we're bringing nose towards knee. And then release with control to tap. And again, exhale. Inhale. So we're really contracting those deepest abdominal muscles, creating that flexion in the spine. As we round, squeeze into your thigh. Just work this to suit you. You don't have to bring that knee up high if you don't want to. Whoa. We're all going to wobble, right? Wobbling's fine. At least we're trying. So don't worry if you wobble. Just get right back into it. One more. Woo. And land. Just keep the hands where they are. Walk the feet a little bit. And we're going to bring the weight into the left leg this time. Getting ready to do that all on the other side. Just check the head. Push back into the hands, brace the abdominals, and exhale to contract. Inhale to tap. And just notice the difference from one side to the other. We have two more. Okay, release the arms, just shake them out. Walk it out with the heels. Bringing the feet back down. Let's take the arms back. Lace the fingers, bring the hands behind the head. Again, pushing the head back into the hands. We're going to work into our obliques now. So we're going to work into rotation. So lifting the left heel again, bracing the abdominals. This time as the left knee comes up, we're going to rotate the torso to draw the right shoulder down towards the left knee and then back up again. And rotate, exhale. open. So what you want to avoid doing is as you start to rotate, bringing that elbow forward. So think about keeping the elbow out wide, and instead we're wanting to rotate from the ribs to bring that shoulder across. 2 more. This is a tricky one, right? How are you getting on at home? A few wobbles? It's all good. 1 more. And coming back, just shift the weight side to side. Let's reset. Lift up the right heel, brace the abdominals, and again rotate left shoulder. Oh goodness, this is trickier side for me. To right knee, and then tap. So just notice the difference from one side of the body to the other. Probably doesn't help that I was out on my paddleboard yesterday for the first time this year. Ooh, and it was choppy. There was a lot of core strength needed not to fall into that freezing cold 6-degree water. I made it. But I'm feeling it today. Last one, exhale. Inhale, release the hands, just walk it out. We've got 1 more set of exercises with this. And we're going to take the leg out to the side this time. It's going to reach that leg out. We're going to take the hands again overhead, place the fingers behind the head. And we're going to draw elbow to knee and out. Exhale. Inhale. So the first 1 or 2 might be a little bit wobbly till you get used to it. 3 more. Good job. Step in. Other side. Elbow to knee. Tap out. Push that head back into the hands. Make sure you're not pressing the chin forward. 3 more. Two. Last one. Stretch, release the arms down, step it in, shake it out. We're going to get ready for some squats now. So we're going to start off keeping the feet parallel, bracing the abdominals. Take a nice deep breath in, and we're going to sink the hips back as we bring the arms up. Exhale as you come up. Inhale and exhale. So if I turn side on, again in your squat, we want to press those hips out behind us as if you were going to hover above a chair. You want to really brace those abdominals so as you sit back, you don't get a big curve in your spine. So think about lengthening the tail down, send the hips back and up. Good. Inhale. Exhale. So you might go as deep as me, you might not. That's entirely up to you. But as you sink back, you want to make sure that you can at least see the front half of your foot. So if you can't see your toes, you can't see your feet, your knees are coming forward, so you just want to make sure that you push those hips out behind you a little bit more. 2 more. We're going to add on this time. We're going to sink down, lift the heels up, lower the heels, and drive up. Sink, lift, lower, and up. We you're going to start to feel those thighs burning. Four done, four to go. How are you feeling? Two more. A little bit of fire in the thighs. Oh yes. One more. And up, well done. Just shake out those legs. We're not done with the squat yet though. So we're going to go back down. Take that breath, reconnect. We're going to hold it down. Lift, lower, lift. Four more. Keeping the chest up. 2, 1. And drive it up. Shake it out. Reset. We're going back into that squat position, but we're not going to go just as low this time. So think about half the distance that you were in last time. So bracing, sink into that squat. We're going to reach the arms out wide, and then think about pulling the elbows down in towards the ribs and reaching up. Exhale. So think about your wings on your back. We're drawing them together. Good, 4 more. Create resistance. Come up, arms come down. Walk it out. 2 more sets here. Reset, connect, sink. Halfway. We're going to bring the arms out wide. Bend at the elbows. Think goalpost arms. Draw elbows towards each other. And open. Inhale. Exhale. Squeezing shoulder blades towards spine. Four more. Reach out. Come up. Walk it out. Oh, we've got one more set to go. Going to turn side on for this one for you. Same thing. Feet parallel. Abdominals braced. Take it halfway back. So you've got a nice long spine. I'm going to do opposite arm scissors. Reach and reach. Good. For 4, 4, 3, 3. Can you sink a little lower? 2, 2. I know your thighs are screaming out you minor. 2. Bring both arms down as you come up. Well done. Shake it out. Okay, we're going to give the legs a little bit of a rest here. So feet are parallel once again. Work into the upper body. So let's take those arms out. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to take little circles. Doesn't matter which direction you go, we're going to be reversing it. But keep them small. And think of the movement coming from the shoulders, the upper back, rather than the wrists and the arms. We'll take a little pause and reverse it. Drawing the shoulders down. Feeling the warmth in the upper back. 8. Pause. We're going to take that external rotation and then internally rotate. So that external rotation will bring your palms up to the ceiling, and that internal rotation might take the palms out behind you. But again, make sure the movement is coming from the shoulders, the upper back, rather than the wrists. Keeping the core engaged so we're not popping the chest forward. One more internal rotation. One more external rotation. We're going to hold that external rotation and squeeze shoulder blades towards spine and release. Squeeze, release. Arms feeling heavy yet? Mine certainly are. We've 8 done. 8 to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the rotation. Oh my goodness. Just move those arms whatever way feels right for you. Bring one arm across. Let's take a shoulder stretch. Shaky arms. Wow. And change sides. And just release it, shake out the arms. All right, I'm going to turn side on for you. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just want to let you see what we're going to be doing. So coming up just towards the top of your mat a little bit, feet hip distance apart. I'm going to take the leg closest to your screen and bring it out behind me. So I'm tapping the toe. My supporting leg is soft, so the knee is soft, it's not locked out. And the more you hinge forward in this position, the more intense this is going to be. So it's entirely up to you where you're at. We're going to bring the opposite arm up by the ear. And we're going to bring the knee and the elbow towards each other and then reach out. So when you're ready, come join me. Inhale. Exhale. So you're loading into that front leg. Okay, we've got 5 more. 2 and 1 and release. Shake it out. I'm going to turn just so my front leg is still towards you. You don't need to turn, just make sure you do the other side. It's going to reach that leg out behind, soften the supporting knee, hinging from the hips, sinking into that supporting knee. We'll deepen the intensity. Opposite arm reaches, abdominals are braced, and we draw elbow to knee and extend. So you can flex the spine as you draw elbow to knee and reach. So standing pointer variation. Five more. 2 and 1. Coming up, just walk it out. I'm going to go back to the first side. Leg closest to you is going to go out behind me. I'm going to soften into that supporting leg, hinge forward, bracing the abdominals. We're going to take that back leg lift and tap. The more you can sink into that front leg, the more you can hinge forward, the deeper you're going to feel this work. Keep lifting from your center. 2 more. And then on this last one, we're going to hold it up to tiny little pulses. For 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it in. Switching sides. Soften these. Hinge forward. Abdominals are braced, so we're not hollowing into that low back. And we lift and tap. Five more. Last one, we hold it up and pulse. Eight to go. Oh, step it in. Wow. Feel that in the glutes. Definitely. Oh, just walk it out. All right, we have one more exercise to do. We're going to take it into a bit more in this set, I should say, before you get excited. I think we're finished. We're going to take the legs out into a little bit more of a mid stance, so slightly wider than hip distance apart. So we're going to take a squat down, and then we're going to take a side raise. Squat down, come with me whenever you're ready, alternate the side raise. Sink and lift. Sink and lift. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Control the movement. So again, there's going to be that real temptation to drop that foot down quickly. Try to avoid it. Resist on the way down. We're going to do one more each side. Bring the hands onto the hips, take one leg out. We're going to lift and tap. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the foot down. Other side. Lift. Four more. Stay with me, just 2 to go. Good. Then just shift it, sink the hips back, bend, alternate knees. And then come up. All right, so we're going to come into our final leg position of this session, which is going to be our Pilates V, our first position. So think about bringing the feet, the legs really engaged together, and then externally rotating the hips to bring the feet out into that V. First position. Hands on hips, abdominals are braced, and then we're just going to bring one foot, doesn't matter which one it is, out in front. Keep that external rotation unless it doesn't feel right for you. If it doesn't, you can keep the feet parallel. And then we're going to take a leg lift and lower. Let's add the arms. Reach forward and down. Good, 5 more. And slide it in. Change sides. Lift and lower. Is this your wobbly side? Is this your better side? Maybe you're super. Maybe you got both sides nailed. This is definitely more of a challenge for me on this side. 4 more. Good, bringing the legs in. Heels are going to stay connected. Imagine there's a zipper running from your heels right the way up to the tops of your thighs. Try to keep the heels connected as you lift up and lower. Ooh. Pressing straight up towards the ceiling. You did what I did there a minute ago and start to hinge forward a little bit. That's where you lose the balance. So press straight up. 3 more. All right, we're going to add in the arms and add in a plie. So we're going to draw the arms up as the heels lift. As we sink into that plie, the heels are still raised, arms come wide. Zip the legs together and lower down. Lifting up, plie, together, down. You got it. Four more. If it's too intense with the heels lifted, just keep the heels to the floor. Two to go. Last one. Can you hold it here? Do little pulses. For 6. Drop the heels at any time if it gets too much. 3, 2, 1. Zip up and release. Well done. Just shake it out. All right, we're going to start to cool it down a little bit. Just bringing the hands onto the hips. Bring one foot out in front. I'm going to do some hip circles. Lift the knee up, open out to the side, draw down and up. So just think of drawing circles with the knee. Remember, you can hold on to something here if you need to. Can you reverse it? For 4. 2. Ooh. Nearly got to the end of it. Shake it out. Switch sides. Get your balance. Core is connected and strong. And off we go. Oh, I don't know if the mic will have picked that up, by clicky hip. Certainly wish I'd had a chair beside me for some of these exercises. Let's reverse it for 6. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Bring the feet parallel. Let's bring the right arm up and over into a side bend. Exhale to release. And left up and over. Release. Couple more times. Use the breath, breathing in, breathing out. One more each side. If it feels good as you go across, let the hips drift in the opposite direction. And then use your core to pull everything back through center. Other side. Pull back through center. Take it to the end of your mat. Length of the mat in front of you. Now take a roll down, breathing in, nod the head. Exhale, rounding forward. Soften the knees so that you can get the hands onto the mat. And then walk it out into your front support. And then from here, we're going to pitch the hips up and come into your down dog position. So if you need to step the feet in a little bit more, that's fine. If you're still tight into those hamstrings, you can bend your knees here. We want to draw the heels down towards the mat. If they don't touch, don't worry. Press your chest through towards your thighs. Tip the sit bones up. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Feel that strong stretch. And then simply bend one knee, bringing it in towards the chest. And then switch. For 4, 4, 3. 2 more each split. 1 and 1. Pressing both heels down. Again, you can work your feet in a tiny bit closer if you need to. I'm going to bring my right hand and reach through towards my left shin, ankle, and rotate the torso. Just look through underneath that armpit. Changing sides. Reach. Back from here, we're just going to walk the hands towards the feet. Just take a little rock forward and back on those feet again. Just stack the hips over the heels and slowly roll the spine up. And we're just going to finish with some lovely round the world stretches with the arms this time. Take the arms up. We're going to rotate to the left, drop down over that left leg, sweep through center to the right, and up. Center, take it the other way, right, drop down over that right leg, through center, over the left, up. Center, repeat, left. And right. One more each side, to the left. Finding center each time, to the right. Come back to center, bring the palms together, above the head, reach, reach, reach. Pressing the hands together. We bring the hands to the heart center. And we are done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this get on your feet standing session as much as I did. I look forward to seeing you all again really soon. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more sessions like this. You can also follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram. And if you would like access to over 60 full-length Pilates classes, join me at North Down Pilates on my Patreon channel. Thanks for watching.